What's happening, everybody? Haven't been getting the videos out very fast, I know, right? That life shit's always getting you. So where am I at right now? I'm out in Denver, Colorado, right? Last week, I don't know, it was alright, but it was kind of fucked. So I went down to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and then I reloaded up in like center Colorado, which is like southern Colorado. Well, there's two parts to that. The whole going to Albuquerque went fucking great. I left early because I didn't have shit to do and I had plenty of time and all that type of stuff. But when I unloaded down in Albuquerque, I turned the corner and all of a sudden, kabam! And I was like, fuck, I ran into something. Which is pretty unusual. I don't generally run into shit. Well, you know, I thought, well, it finally happened. I ran into something. I'm looking at my mirrors trying to figure out what the hell I hit. But I didn't hit anything. What happened is the locking dogs on the cylinder that hold the fucking fifth wheel from sliding back and forth, the cylinder took a shit. And the dogs came out. And the fifth wheel slid all the way to the back. Now, I will say that I'm pretty thankful that I was empty. Because that's a hell of a bang. And if I would have had that heavy load on there, it wouldn't have been as cool. So that ended up costing me a little bit of time because I had to go. I was able to drive it. I got it to lock in with some vice grips, kind of half-assed. And then I drove it to the TA, and props to the dudes at the TA because they got her fixed for me. And it only took about 4 hours, really. $600. So good day to be a company driver. So I had that little setback, right? But then when you go up to center Colorado, like southern Colorado's flat, right? But to get out of there and start heading north, there's no way around going through the fucking mountains. So you either take like, I think it's like 285 or 160. And the other guy loading there was going to the same spot in Michigan as me. He was going to go all the way back down to 40, which is like 4.5 fucking hours south. I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm going through the mountains. And it was heavy. It was a heavy load. It was fucking floor-loaded carrots. But that 160, I don't remember. I think it's like Wolf Creek Pass or something like that. They made a song about it back in the 70s. Now, I've been across there before. It ain't too good. So I was like, man, I know that route's not fucking good. It goes like way across Colorado and shit, and it brings you out in like Nebraska, and it takes forever, and it's fucking just crazy. So I was like, I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to do this 285 deal straight up through the mountains. Let me tell you, holy shit, there were some grades going through there. It was some back road bullshit. And this truck, there was times where I was climbing the fucking hills. I was like 15, 16 miles an hour. But it was some good scenery. I seen some elk. I didn't realize I had elk out there. And then I almost killed some people for some moose. Because it was like a windy grade coming down. 6%. 2-lane. Narrow as fuck. No shoulders. And there was some moose on the side of the road. Well, of course, the people, you know, in this world are so super fucking intelligent that they, oh, look, honey, there's some mooses. Let's pull right over here and fucking stop right on a 6% grade and look at the mooses and take a Facebook picture. So I was coming down the fucking mountain with my horn just blasting because there's nowhere to go. There was cars coming the other way. Ain't gonna stop. I was 78,500 pounds or something, almost maxed out. It's not gonna stop on 6%. Not that quick. So they ended up moving, and I missed them. Barely fucking missed them. I was kind of hoping that my trailer took the mirror off his pickup a little bit just to make it happen. Alright, so I'm back. I had to cut it short there a minute because the dude got me unloaded quick, like super quick. Which that place, I was going to shoot a quick video. I try to do that because I want to give people an idea what it's like, you know, trucking. Because I know you just think that we just drive down these 4-lane highways and go to these big distribution centers. Nah, the trucks go everywhere. On-road, off-road, everywhere. But coming in there, you had to go down a no-truck route. Because they just moved there. I don't know. It was some fucking furniture for a university or something, right? I just went. I was just like, fuck it. I knew it was down there. What are you gonna do? I got a video on that. No one ever watched it hardly, but sometimes it's pretty hard to stay off no truck routes. You gotta deliver right on no truck routes. But when I turned the corner, then they had fucking trailers and shit all dropped in the street, and there was nowhere to park. And the college or university or whatever was apparently starting for the day. So it was fucking non-stop traffic, man. My last stop on here is going to a fucking like high-rise apartment complex down in an upper-class neighborhood in San Diego, California. The other 3 stops I got in California, they don't look too bad. There's like small warehouses, not super awesome or anything, but probably not too bad. The last one, I tell you what, I'm a little bit wondering about that one. And then I gotta call the guy 20 minutes before I get there so they can meet me out in the street. One of those type of fucking deals. So we'll see about that. But see, this whole fucking deal got screwed up. As I said, I run out. Last week was good. I got back. I got dispatched on this load, which was a stop in Denver on Tuesday. And then finish up at the end of the week or whatever in California. And then reload like Friday or something, say, right? And then drive through the weekend, because there's not a lot going on during the weekend, right? And bring her on back to Michigan. Well, I got fucking sick. Like fucking sick, bad sick. So I had to fucking make the call, man. I called them up. Sucks for them, this ain't a 100 truck company where they got just, okay, we'll grab another driver. Plus a lot of their drivers wouldn't come out here to California and do a fucking multiple stop load in California. I think there's only me and a couple other guys that'll even go west. So the load sat there until I got feeling better, which is kind of unusual. And I still ended up doing the load, which is good because it's a good paying load. I actually don't feel 100% great right now. But anyway, I'm here in Grand Junction, Colorado right now at the pilot. Gonna run here and give me a shower and stuff, because this morning I had the longest line I've ever seen in my life. There was 14 people or some shit ahead of me at the Flying J. Man, I remember the old days when truck drivers, we were all a bunch of skanky fuckers that hardly ever showered. Damn, you never had to wait. Nowadays, everybody takes a shower in the morning. Couldn't even believe it. So I just left. I was like, fuck this. So I get a shower. But a little quick funny story about Grand Junction. Actually, probably 2 parking spots that way right there. About 4 years ago. Well, 2 things. 2 parking spots over there was where I got the phone call 4 years ago from my wife, my ex-wife now, the wife at the time that I was married to for 25 years at the time, and told me that she was gonna fucking be gone when I got home. Because I was downtown here in Grand Junction getting fucked up, right? And I got into a little bit of a scrap. And it didn't work out too good for me. I didn't win it, I'll tell you that one. I didn't fucking win it. That's kind of a long story. It wasn't really my fault. I got caught in the middle of a fight. A bar fight. And I was actually just trying to get out of the bar, but I ended up in the middle of the fight. And shit almost went down here in this parking lot. Let me tell you that. The fucking pilot manager here kind of saved my ass a little bit. It's kind of a long story, but none of it was really my fault. But I ended up sleeping it off here in this parking lot because I was doing a 34 here. By the way, I wasn't just out getting drunk, fucking gonna drive the next morning. I had to do a 34 on my way back. And my wife at the time got a hold of me and said, I'm sick of your nonsense. I'm sick of your fucking partying. I'm sick of all your bullshit. And when you get back, I ain't gonna fucking be here. And I was like, whatever, you ain't leaving. Well, let me tell you, when I got back, she wasn't there. Furniture wasn't there. Dogs weren't there. None of it was there. House was still there. And this is the first time I've been back to this spot right here since then. So now you know too much about my personal life. Going to the Lowe's here, see what we can get to eat tonight. 6 hours tomorrow, and then sit around for 34. Check out old Swifty Swift here, missing both of his mud flaps, huh? Out here in Las Vegas, Nevada, huh? But no, we ain't gambling. We ain't getting no hookers, nothing like that. Over here at the truck wash, getting the truck wash before we go into California. Yay. That was a nice scenic ride across I-70 yesterday. Let me tell you about I-70. If you're new in the industry or you're not very comfortable with driving the truck or whatnot, stay the fuck off I-70. In the winter at least. So the reason I went across there, because I could have just went down and jumped on 40 down in Albuquerque, you know, which would have been better, because to be honest, I got about halfway across and I was like, dude, this was a fucking terrible idea. What the fuck am I doing out here? But I run down the other way quite a bit, so I was like, I actually haven't been across 70 in like 3 or 4 years, because most places that I worked at, they don't want you going across there, because it's a lot of mountains and very few services for repairs and tires and shit like that. And the services that are out there, if you break down, it's some backwoods fucking rip you off bullshit. So they like you to just stay off it, because you're better. You can run, depending on where you're loading over in the west, but you know, you can go up to Salt Lake and run across 80, or down to 40 and run, you know, through Albuquerque or whatnot. It's the same amount of time, believe it or not, as it is going up there and fucking around with 70. But I did it because I wanted something different, you know, break up the day, check out some scenery. But let me tell you about fucking I-70 in the winter. Don't even fuck with it. Unless, like I used to back in the day, used to be into this job for the adventure of it. Not so much anymore. But if you're into adventure, man, and you like some crazy shit, then hell yeah, hit I-70 in the fucking middle of winter, man. You'll have some crazy shit. You gotta chain up. Don't know how to explain it. Got a little bit of video footage that on a dry day might explain a little bit, but when you're going through there with fucking chains on, it's snowing like a bitch, and sometimes they just up and shut the shit down. Like, just bam, all of a sudden the sign's fucking flashing. Shut down, nowhere to go, you know, fucking sitting on the side of the road. Not to say they don't do that up on 80 as well, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Now this morning I jumped down on 15, and that was a nice view, nice scenery down through there too. Welcome to San Bernardino, however the hell you pronounce it, California, man. I wasted some company money, because who would have fucking known that a truck stop in California had plenty of parking spots open still. So I reserved a spot this morning. I should have probably watched my trucker path a little bit closer as I was going, but when I woke up this morning, I said, well, fuck it, it's California. There ain't gonna be nowhere to park. I'll just reserve it now before I start driving. Fuck, there's all kinds of spots in here. But I have the spot right up by the fucking door with my skinny ass. This is where I'm camping out to do my reset, so I'll be going in here a little bit. Man, let me tell you about fucking California. Well, first of all, I didn't waste as much money as I saved the damn company, because I was thinking ahead. Even though I'm a company driver, I stopped in Nevada at the last fucking Flying J in Nevada and tanked this bitch all the way up for $5.30 a gallon, which is still pretty fucking ridiculous, right? But it's $7 something here, like $7 fucking 50, $7 fucking some dollars for a fucking gallon of fuel, man. So that saved them a lot of money, really, because I should be able to get in and out. I will be able to get in and out of California with all the fuel I got. But man, California is so fucking dumb. You know, you come in, you got your Gestapo fucking checkpoint and everything. Like Florida has that too, agricultural checkpoint, but they'll just roll you through and they're like, hey, what do you got on? A lot of times they'll just roll you right through if your reefer isn't running. And they're just checking to make sure you ain't bringing in no funky ass fucking cooties in your produce or whatever, right? But this lady here in California, I figured she was gonna do that. Fuck. It's just a whole shit show setup with them. Some dyke chick all dressed up like an army man. Fucking shaved head and shit. She's like, what are you hauling? I'm like, furniture. I need to see the bills. So I handed the bills. Fuck, it's a stack, dude. I mean, there's fucking a lot of stops on here. So she's like, well, I don't understand. What kind of furniture is it? Who cares? I mean, what kind of, oh, well, it's I got an armoire and I got a fucking love seat. I don't know. It's fucking furniture that people put in my goddamn trailer. There could be fucking 10 pounds of fucking cocaine in there. I have no fucking idea what's in this trailer, alright? I don't fucking load it. I just pick the fucking thing up and I take it wherever it's gotta go. That's my job. Don't run anything, don't kill nobody on the way there. That's the whole fucking rules of my job. So she's like, well, is it brand new furniture or what? Well, yeah. I mean, like, what else would it be? I'm fucking hauling my shit down here for a yard sale from Michigan? What the fuck, you dumb fuck? Ugh. Think I got an attitude, or you think people are just fucking dumb? Because I was just sitting here before I started this video, watching this fucking dude across over here put his load locks in the cab. I've been out here a long time. I ain't never seen that. I mean, myself, I've had trucks that didn't have fucking load lock racks where I had to fucking strap them to the deck plate and shit like that, right? But I ain't putting them in here. The fuck, where do you even put them? Like, stand them up? The fuck? He's over there. I was like, god damn, this guy's dumb. And the thing with California, right? Fucking homeless people everywhere. Like, you turn the corner back there and they just set up camps like right on the corner. Like, I wouldn't sleep in no fucking tent, alright? Right next to a truck stop entrance where the trucks are turning in and out. Have you fucking seen how some of these truck drivers drive? Dude, you're about to get run the fuck over. Swifty Swift is gonna smush your ass. Fuck weirdos. But yeah. The main thing is it's fucking 55 miles an hour out here still. 55 fucking miles an hour still. Why? Is it the only fucking state in the whole union? I think it is. That's fucking slow. As soon as I rolled in here, I was like, oh, I forgot. Fuck. Like curb putt. God damn, man, these truck stops are fucking chaos, man. They're like worse than a fucking shopping center. I think these are, IQs as truck drivers are just really low or something. Including mine. But fuck. So to go in here, I gotta walk through this fucking literal gauntlet of homeless people. Hey man, can I get it? Hey man. Hey brother. Hey, what the fuck, dude? No. Christ, like, I feel bad for people, right? And I could end up homeless myself, you know? Like, what if I get injured or something and I can't work, or, you know, some shit like that, right? You just never know. But here's the thing. How much fucking money would it cost me to give everybody on that sidewalk money, man? Like, goddamn. This don't seem right that they just let them fucking hang out there like that. Like, go to the, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, go to the Holiday Inn, or go to the fucking Hilton, or go to, like, Eddie Bauer, or fucking Home Goods Store, or Home Depot, or, you know, keep going, right? Do you see fucking gauntlet of people? Or even Walmart. Is there a fucking gauntlet of people at the door at Walmart when you go to get your fucking laundry soap and your milk and shit? They're like, hey ma'am, can I get some money? Can I do that? But it's acceptable in the fucking truck stop. Like, what are we? A bunch of fucking... What? Just because we drive trucks, we're a bunch of what? What are we? It's frustrating as fuck, man. You gotta deal with that shit to go in there. But I got a good payoff on it because some foreigner dude just left his truck on the scale and went in to go get his ticket. Like, who the fuck? Really? Dude? Ugh. Like, what the fuck? You can't do that. Pull off the fucking scale, park, go get your goddamn ticket, dude. So he's in there and the lady's on the PA like, hey, asshole in whatever truck. Fucking, you know, not quite that bad, but like, get your truck off the damn scale. He raises his hand. That's my truck. She's like, well, go move it off the scale. He's like, I need my scale ticket. So you ain't getting your scale ticket till you move it off the scale. So he goes, moves off scale, he comes back in, he comes right up to the counter. I mean, there's a fucking line. I mean, like 20 people, big old line. He goes right up to the counter. The guy goes, yeah, what do you want? He goes, my scale ticket. Yeah, he goes back of the line now. He's like, no, I already paid for it. I go to the front of the line or whatever. And she's like, no, you blocked my damn scale. You're going to the back of the line. You're going to wait. So she made him go to the back of the line. Which I agree with. If you're dumb enough to fucking block up the whole scale, go fucking wait in line, stupid. Now you know for next time. Not to be a fucking dumbass. But this truck stop really ain't that bad. There's a lot of room in here. It's big, maneuverable and shit for a fucking California truck stop. I'm kind of glad I didn't keep going. I was gonna go down to, I don't know, down by LA. There's one down there. But it's a fucking dump. I've stayed there before. It's tight. And it's not very well maintained. So I decided I would just stay up here, which I am actually fucking still like an hour from where I got to deliver on Monday. I don't generally like to be that far out, but I'm gonna be here for a couple days basically, so fuck it, I might as well stay up here. Sometimes you deliver in some weird places. The traffic down here is just fucked, man. And I was all worried about that last stop, you know, because it was delivering to an apartment building. Fuck, that was the easiest one out of all of them. Damn. So I got everything off. I got hung up in this one that I had to do some really shifty shit to get out. But everything's good. I am literally like less than a mile from the fucking Mexican border right now. Because I'm crashing out here, I guess. Got my door strapped shut. I don't do that all the time, but I'm like, yeah, it looks a little fucking sketchy down here. We're gonna lock her up tonight. And check the trailer in the morning, make sure we ain't got no fucking body riding for free. Go on. You gotta pay if you want to ride back to Michigan. Awesome, man. We got the dispatch nice and early, so we're rolling back up to the LA area. I didn't figure they'd find a load out of the San Diego area, but you never know. You don't want to run all the way up to LA and then find out you got to come back down to San Diego, right? So you might as well stay where you're at. It's a pretty nice spot down here. I was actually I've never stayed down this far. I mean, I've been down the border of Texas shit a bunch of times, but when I looked on the GPS, I was like, fuck, that's like a half mile from the Mexican border, man. I was like, I don't know, like, is it sketchy down there? What the fuck? Never been here. Well, let me tell you, it's not really that sketchy. It's actually a pretty nice truck stop. It's a pretty nice area. I mean, I took my precautions because I don't want to fucking wake up in Mexico stealing my truck or some shit. I don't know. Not that I don't know. That actually does happen. If you look on the interweb, they steal trucks sometimes. But I don't think they steal them with the drivers in them. I think they steal them when they're left abandoned in storage units and shit. And they take them to Mexico. But it was a nice place to stay. So we're going up here to Colton, and then that's going over by Dallas, Texas. Get me back in the lane, and then I can run from Texas back home. See, this is like an example of what I mean about just people that just don't give a flying fuck, dude. Like, you see that amount of fucking dirt and black fucking brake juice and all that shit? That's from like, that's not just being on the road for a week. I mean, there's another one over here. Same thing right there, right? And that's fucking Penske steel wheel truck, which I ain't dissing because I drove a Penske truck for a company before. It paid me real well with the steel wheels and everything like that on it. But that's just not washing them fuckers for months and months, dude. Like, I understand that you don't want to be super clean like me or whatever and have it washed once a week or whatnot, but fuck, dude, at least like once a month or something. That's just fucking ridiculous. It's fucking, like, this one next to me, that's not even that old of a truck. And then you got this dude over here, got the fucking Daddy Mac ride all pimped out right there, looking nice, right? Studio sleeper on it, a big dog. But I'll stop fucking around and go to work. So when I was sweeping my trailer out just now, I just thought of a quick tip / story. Alright? Some people say I'm paranoid. And for the most part, I probably am, because I'm out of breath just sweeping my trailer out, man. Getting in bad shape. But you can never be too careful. And really, for the amount of time I spent out here, hardly anything ever happens. But when you're sweeping your trailer out, it's a good idea to open both doors, if you think about it. Because if you're in there and you only got one door open, someone could easily walk by and shut that fucking door, and you're stuck in that trailer. So if you got both doors open, you would have time to run back there, you know, and fucking stop them before they shut the doors. Unless it was like two people and they just came up and went like wham, but what are the odds of that? And there's actually a true story behind that. Years back when I worked for this one company, that happened to one of their drivers in Detroit. He was sweeping his trailer out in Detroit. I mean, should have been thinking about it, but he was in a shipping yard, so he figured he was all right. But I mean, come on, it's fucking Detroit. I don't care if you're in a shipping yard or not. But either way, he was sweeping his trailer out, and they ran up and quick shut the fucking door. And then they went up to his truck and stole all of his shit. Well, myself, what I do is I lock my fucking truck up too, because I'm in the trailer. I can't see what the fuck's going on up here in the truck. And then I keep both doors open. So yeah, that situation. But then another time too, I'm thinking about it, is another driver at a company I worked for. He got fucked up. I don't remember what city it was. But he turned down the wrong road, and there was like a low bridge, right? So he was getting out to check and see what's going on. Well, the local beggars, or whatever you want to call them, you know, the homeless, drug addicts, whatever they are, they came up to supposedly help him out, right? So he jumped out of the truck to like walk like a half block up the road, or look down the alley or whatever, to see where he was going to maneuver his truck. And you would, you know, because you're all kind of flustered, like, fuck, you know, I gotta get my truck moved, you know, you jump out. Well, he jumped out, his wallet was sitting on the dashboard, because a lot of guys don't like it in their back pocket, you know, because if you're sitting on it. I keep mine in my front pocket anyway, because then nobody can get it that way. But so while he was looking down the alley, they was up in the truck stealing his wallet and shit. So you just gotta watch that shit. Like, if you jump out to look, you gotta lock the door, especially, you know, certain neighborhoods, but really anywhere. I mean, fucking rich kids steal shit, you know. So that's my take on that. Maybe I'm paranoid. Can never be too safe, though. Oh boy, all kinds of shit running. You can probably hardly hear me, huh? All you hear is the fucking reefer in the truck and everything else running, right? This ain't the ideal backhaul. Fucking Walmart distribution center. But we will see, because I'm hauling produce. So usually they'll get that out a little faster, because you know that shit's gotta get moving to stay fresh, right? But that's that. I'm pretty well ready to get the fuck out of California. I mean, California ain't fucking terrible. It ain't like, in my opinion, I don't like the fucking East Coast. It's a bunch of bullshit, if you ask me. But after you spend a couple days out here in California, you're definitely ready to see that fucking border in your mirror. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's a lot of traffic mostly. The roads aren't really that bad. They're actually kind of good, really. There's a lot of traffic, and the people here, they're actually all right. Like, they're really friendly, most of them, and they drive well. If you watch my other video about the Texas motto being drive friendly, the Texas way, I got a video on that, or a little spot in the video I talk about how shitty and asshole they are in Texas. I still like Texas, but they drive like shit. They're pretty cool here, like as far as merging into traffic and shit. People let you in and all kinds of stuff. They're alright. There's just a lot of fucking traffic, because there's a lot of fucking people, and you get backed up for a long fucking time. So I'm ready to see this load hit. A couple days to get it over there, you know, a couple days of driving, get it over there in Texas, and get reloaded and fucking book her on home. Well, this broker right here has got to be one of the real treasures that I've ever fucking dealt with. First, when I talked to him this morning, they wanted my fucking MC number, right? I'm like, I don't know. I'd have to get out of the truck and look. He's like, you don't know your MC number? I've only been in this industry for a year, and I know all about MC numbers or whatever. Some fucking kid, right? I was like, why would I need to know my MC number? He's like, what do you mean? You know you need to, have your MC number to all cocky with me. I go, hey, dude, I'm a driver, dude. I'm not booking the load. I'm checking in. I mean, I've been doing this for 20 years. No one's ever asked me for no fucking MC number. They ask for that from dispatch when they book the fucking load. Dude. So I get going down the road. I just talked to him, told him I was leaving, heading up there to pick it up. Get going down the road. He's like, ETA to pick up. Like, I just fucking told you I was leaving right now. So I give him the ETA. And then he's like, text me back, are you empty? No, dude, I'm gonna go fucking with a load on and try to pick up another load. What the fuck? Of course I'm empty, dickwad. So then I get here, I'm no more at the gate, because I'm on that macro fucking tracking app. They know where I'm at. I'm at the gate. Bling! Let us know what time you checked in. I'm on fucking macro tracking. That's why you just blinged me, you idiot. I'm checking in right now. Bling! What door number did you get? I don't fucking know, dude. I'm checking in right now. What the fuck? Jesus. You're fucking idiots, man. So then I sent him the door number. He just messaged me a minute ago. How many hours of service will you have left after you get loaded? I said, well, I have 10 hours left right now. He messaged me back. Well, how many hours of service will you have left after you get loaded? I don't fucking know how long it's gonna take to get loaded, dude. My fucking magic brain ain't working to figure that out. I have no fucking idea how long I'll be here, so I have no fucking idea how many hours I'm gonna have left when I get loaded, dude. So, go fuck yourself. As soon as I get this load on, I'm gonna go fucking ghost on them. Because then the load's on, what the fuck are they gonna do? Tell me I can't deliver it? Then I'm just gonna disappear, block that number. It'll get there when it gets there, bitch. Well, fuck. The Walmart distribution center shit is not ideal. Kind of sucks with the way everything is with the freight right now. From what I'm hearing from my people, my dispatchers, and I got some friends who run trucks, there's freight, it just isn't paying for shit, so they're not taking it, because you ain't gonna work for fucking free, now are ya? But my people took that Walmart distribution center load because it was pretty much all there was. They paid. It wasn't terrible, don't get me wrong, but I'm spoiled and everything. It was like 4 or 5 hours or some shit to get unloaded. Well, once I got over here to Texas, fuck, they had me unloaded. I had the green light in like 35 minutes, right? But I was there for fucking 2 hours and 45 minutes. So it took all that other time just to get the goddamn paperwork. Fucking stupid. But I'm fucking reloading right now, and then I'm heading back home. So I'll be home by Sunday, and my delivery is actually right on the way home. So that's good. Hopefully that comes off pretty quick. Kind of interesting with all the MC numbers going out of business, huh? Probably do a little video on that, maybe with some statistics or whatever, but by the thousands, man. That, like, permanent fucking revocation of MC numbers is going bankrupt. That'll clean the market up a little bit. Whoa, how's that for some bright sunshine this morning, huh? Right in my face. Every time I make a video, I got some weird fucking light, right? This place, it's always the last delivery that sucks, Like during the week, you're just like, whatever. They kind of suck a little bit, but it's that when you're going the fuck home, And this place had a little incident, I guess. First of all, I go in, he's like, oh, write your phone number on there. I'm like, fuck, it's one of those places. But I guess somebody fucking got squished or some shit, so That sounds hard, don't it? But, you know, I don't know what the fuck am I supposed to do about it, man. Somebody got run over or squished or something, but just clean that shit up and let's just keep going. I mean, for real. Fucking, one time I worked at I used to haul ice cream out of the warehouse, but we used to go there alone, right? Before this happened. So you would just go in there with your truck, and there you would have your fucking pick order, and you would load your pallets, right? And then you would take off. Well, the power head went out, and it was those fucking dock plates that go all the way up. You know, if you've ever seen them. And the guy couldn't get the dock plate down to load his truck, so he was down in there behind the fucker, like fiddling with it. Dumb, right? Those things are heavy as fuck. It killed him. It fell down and fucking killed him, right? So this was like 1 o'clock in the morning or some shit. So the first guy showed up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and there that guy was, like pinned underneath that fucker. And you know, he laid there and suffered for a while before he actually died. So they changed the policy on that. We couldn't go in there alone anymore. You had to call a warehouse worker to come in there with you. But dude, that happened at like 1 a.m. and by that afternoon the next day, we were running right back in fucking business, loading right out of there. Same dock. It always gave me kind of the creeps a little bit when I would load off that dock. You know, I'd look at that dock plate and think, man, fucking dude died down there. But man, life just keeps going, dude. If I die, just keep going. All kinds of weird stories. You ever hear the one about the dude who couldn't find his wife? Like, that was on FreightWaves years back. But they stopped and delivered a load of produce, right? And it was in somewhat of a rough neighborhood. He had ran in, did the paperwork, shit came back out, she wasn't in the truck. He figured, well, she must have went in to go to the bathroom or something. You know, he sits, he chills for a little bit. And then he realizes, like, something's up. So he starts looking for her, can't find her, everybody's looking for her. So they call cops, you know, the cops check everything out. Can't find her, right? I don't remember exactly. I don't think he ended up taking the load at that point. I think he stayed there in that city trying to find his wife, and then they just sent another driver to take the load, right? So they figure like somebody kidnapped her or something because it was a bad neighborhood. They get like 2 days later, the guy goes to deliver the load. She was in the fucking trailer, man. True story. So what happened is she was walking by. That's why, man, you just gotta have your wits about you. I tell you. I was watching this show last night where a lady got ran over, and it's like, how'd you not see that fucking car coming? It's walking across the road, fucking on her phone, walking across the road. Don't they teach you that shit when you're a kid? My mom did. But what happened is she was walking across the loading dock, and you know, you ever see them when they load produce, sometimes they'll put one pallet on the floor and then one pallet on the forks, and they'll slide them on the floor. And the guy was sliding them into the fucking trailer, you know, it's all loud and everything in there, and he fucking hit her and then just shoved her right up into the fucking trailer and squished her in between the pallets. So obviously she was dead, right? I mean, it's a pretty sad deal for that dude and everything. But isn't that weird, man? You go to unload it, you're like, yo, dude, there's a dead lady in here. But I am fucking ready to get this damn load off, which I don't have a very good feeling about because there's a couple trucks here in front of me and everyone's just milling around here. It's Sunday and no one seems to really give a flying fuck. So this possibly could suck. Because I need to go home and put my motorcycle away. I rode it in the rain last time I rode it, and then I put it away. And then I never got it back out and washed it and cleaned it up to put it away for the winter and get it all ready for the winter. So now my bitch ass has got to ride it to the fucking car wash in like 50 degrees and get her cleaned up. I got shit to do, you know. Do some fucking, my little green clean machine. I'm going to steam clean these fucking seats again real quick before I head home with my plane.